Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could completely change how you look at food, and even how you think about cancer itself. For years, most people have believed that cancer is something you fight only with medicine, chemotherapy, or surgery. But what if I told you that one of the most powerful tools to fight it is already sitting in your kitchen? Yes, a leading cancer specialist recently revealed something shocking. Certain foods don't just support health, they actually interact with your body at a cellular level. They can help repair damaged DNA, the very thing that triggers cancer in the first place, and even create an environment where cancer cells struggle to survive. Think about that for a moment. Cancer doesn't just appear overnight. It starts when your DNA gets damaged, silently, over time. And once that damage builds up, cells begin to grow uncontrollably. But here's the part most people don't realize. Your body is constantly trying to repair that damage. The problem is, most people are unknowingly eating foods that slow that repair down instead of supporting it. Now imagine flipping that switch. Imagine giving your body exactly what it needs to repair itself, to strengthen your cells, and to make it harder for cancer to grow. That's exactly what this discovery is about. But here's the warning. Most people over 40, and especially over 50, are missing this completely. They focus on avoiding bad foods, but they never actively include the one type of food that could make the biggest difference. And because of that, they may be increasing their risk without even knowing it. In today's video, I'm going to break this down in a simple, clear way. You'll discover what this powerful food is, how it works inside your body, and why top doctors are now paying attention to it. More importantly, I'll show you how to start using it correctly, because doing it the wrong way won't give you the same benefits. Most people believe cancer begins suddenly, like something that appears out of nowhere. But the truth is far more silent and far more dangerous. Cancer doesn't start in a day. It starts deep inside your body, at the level of your DNA. Every single cell in your body carries DNA, a kind of instruction manual that tells your cells how to grow, repair, and function properly. But over time, that instruction manual begins to get damaged. And here's the scary part. This damage is happening every day. Exposure to pollution, processed foods, stress, lack of sleep, even normal aging, all of these slowly chip away at your DNA. At first, your body handles it. It repairs the damage quietly, without you ever noticing. But what happens when that repair system starts to fail? When damaged DNA isn't fixed properly, cells begin to behave differently. They stop following the normal rules. Instead of growing in a controlled way, they start multiplying uncontrollably. This is where cancer begins. Not as a sudden disease, but as a slow buildup of tiny mistakes inside your cells. And the worst part? You won't feel it happening. There are no early warning signs when DNA damage begins. No pain, no symptoms, just silent changes happening day after day, year after year. By the time most people find out, those damaged cells have already formed something much bigger. But here's what makes this so powerful and so important to understand. Your body is not helpless. In fact, your body has an incredible built-in system designed to repair DNA damage. Every second, it's working behind the scenes to protect you, to fix errors, to keep your cells healthy. The problem is, most people are unknowingly weakening this system instead of supporting it. Through poor diet, unhealthy habits, and lack of key nutrients, they make it harder for their body to do what it was designed to do. And that's where everything begins to change. Because once you understand that cancer starts with DNA damage, you realize something important. Your body is not defenseless against disease. In fact, right now, at this very moment, it's running one of the most powerful protection systems you could ever imagine. A built-in repair system designed to find damage, fix it, and keep your cells functioning exactly the way they should. Every second, billions of chemical reactions are happening inside your body. During this process, tiny errors and damage occur in your DNA. But your body doesn't just ignore it, it responds. Special repair mechanisms move in like microscopic technicians, scanning your DNA, identifying mistakes, and correcting them before they turn into something dangerous. It's happening constantly, quietly, automatically. You don't feel it, you don't see it. But it's one of the main reasons your body stays healthy for years, even decades. But here's the turning point. This system is not unlimited, and over time, it can weaken. Think about it like a maintenance team working non-stop. If you give them the right tools, enough energy, and proper support, they keep everything running smoothly. But if you overload them, or worse, take away their tools, things start to break down. This is exactly what happens inside the body. Modern lifestyles are putting enormous pressure on this repair system. Highly processed foods, constant sugar intake, lack of essential nutrients, poor sleep, and chronic stress. They all interfere with your body's ability to repair itself. Instead of helping your cells recover, these habits create more damage. So now, your body is facing two problems at once: more damage coming in and less ability to fix it. Over time, this imbalance grows. Small DNA errors that should have been repaired get missed. Those missed errors begin to stack up, and slowly, those damaged cells start behaving abnormally. This is where the real risk begins, because once your repair system falls behind, your body is no longer in control at the cellular level. But here's the powerful part. This system can be supported. It can be strengthened again. The right nutrients, the right habits, and the right foods can give your body the tools it needs to repair damage more efficiently. Which means one simple truth. Because this isn't just about repairing your body, it's about changing the environment inside your body in a way that makes it harder for cancer cells to survive at all. You see, cancer cells are not independent. They depend on certain conditions to grow. They thrive in environments full of inflammation, excess sugar, and unstable metabolic activity. In simple terms, they need fuel. And most people, without realizing it, are constantly feeding that fuel. High sugar diets, processed foods, and poor nutrition create the perfect conditions for cancer cells to grow faster and spread more aggressively. It's like giving them exactly what they need to survive. But what if you could take that fuel away? That's exactly what this powerful food does. Instead of feeding harmful cells, it helps shift your body into a state where those cells struggle to function. It works by reducing inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar levels, and providing key compounds that support healthy cell behavior. And here's the key difference. Healthy cells can adapt and survive in balanced conditions. Cancer cells can't. When the internal environment changes, when sugar spikes are controlled, inflammation is reduced, and your body is properly nourished, cancer cells begin to lose their advantage. They don't get the same energy supply, they don't multiply as easily, and over time, they weaken. This is what experts mean when they say certain foods can starve cancer cells. It's not about attacking them directly, it's about removing the conditions they depend on. But there's something important you need to understand. This only works when it becomes consistent. One meal won't change your body overnight. One day of eating healthy won't reverse years of damage. But small, repeated actions, done daily, can completely shift your internal environment over time. And that's where the real power lies. Because instead of relying only on treatments after something goes wrong, you start building a body where it's harder for things to go wrong in the first place. Now, this is the part most people have never been told, and once you understand it, you'll never look at food the same way again. Cancer cells don't just grow randomly. They depend on a very specific environment inside your body. Think of them like unwanted guests. They survive only if the conditions are right. And unfortunately, modern lifestyles are creating exactly those conditions. High sugar intake, constant inflammation, and poor metabolic health give cancer cells the fuel they need to grow faster. In fact, many cancer cells rely heavily on glucose, sugar, as their primary energy source. The more unstable your blood sugar levels are, the more advantage these cells gain. So the real question becomes, what happens if you take that advantage away? This is where certain powerful foods come in. Instead of feeding cancer cells, these foods help shift your internal environment. They work by stabilizing blood sugar, reducing chronic inflammation, and supplying your body with protective compounds like antioxidants and plant-based nutrients. And here's the key insight. Healthy cells are flexible. They can adapt, repair, and function even in challenging conditions. Cancer cells are not. They depend on constant fuel and a favorable environment. When that environment changes, when inflammation drops, sugar spikes are controlled, and your body is properly nourished, those cells begin to struggle. They don't get the same energy supply. They can't multiply as aggressively, and over time, their growth slows down. This is what experts mean when they say certain foods can starve cancer cells. It's not about attacking them like a drug would. It's about quietly removing what they depend on to survive. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think one healthy meal is enough. It's not. This is about consistency. It's about creating a daily pattern that supports your body again and again. Because every meal you eat is either feeding the problem or helping your body fight back. And when you consistently choose the right foods, you're not just improving your health. It's not the big, complicated changes that transform your health. It's the small, simple habits you repeat every single day. And this is exactly where most people go wrong. They wait. They wait for a warning, for symptoms, for a doctor's visit to tell them something is wrong. And only then do they start thinking about changing their lifestyle. But by that point, the damage has already been building for years. What they don't realize is this. Your body responds to what you do daily, not occasionally. One healthy meal won't protect you. One workout won't fix years of neglect. And one good decision every now and then won't change your long-term health. It's the habit, the consistency, that makes the difference. And the simple habit most people ignore is this: giving your body the right fuel, every single day, without exception. Not just avoiding junk food, but actively choosing foods that support your cells, reduce inflammation, and help your body repair itself. Because every time you eat, you're sending a signal to your body. You're either telling it to heal or making its job harder. And here's the powerful part. This habit doesn't require anything extreme. It doesn't require expensive treatments, complicated routines, or drastic changes overnight. It's about one decision, repeated daily. Choosing the right food, supporting your body consistently, giving it what it needs to function at its best. Over time, these small actions begin to add up. Your energy improves, your internal systems become stronger, and your body becomes more capable of protecting itself. But if you ignore this habit, if you keep relying on convenience, skipping nutrition, and assuming it won't happen to me, then slowly, without noticing, your body falls behind. And that's where the real risk begins. So the question isn't whether this habit works. The question is, will you choose to make it part of your daily life? Because the truth is, your health is being shaped every single day by choices that seem small, but add up over time. Now you know how DNA damage starts. You understand how your body tries to repair it. And most importantly, you've seen how one simple daily habit can change everything. So the question is no longer, what's the risk? The real question is, are you going to keep doing what most people do, ignore it, delay it, and hope nothing happens? Or are you going to take control and start giving your body what it actually needs to protect you? Because one decision today could change your health for the next 10, 20, even 30 years. If you found this helpful, make sure to, because on this channel, we break down real health truths in a simple way that actually helps you take action. And before you leave, tell me in the comments. Your answer might inspire someone else to take action too.